This is Goku5 and welcome back to the top 12 most overrated movies of the decade list. Once again, what qualifies as overrated for me? A, the critics loved it. I and other people did not. B, it made a lot of money even though I didn't really feel it deserved it. And C, word of mouth. Everybody wouldn't stop talking about this film, and when I finally see it, whatever. I'm not saying all these movies are crap. Some of them are just overrated. Okay, tied with number 9, and I'm going to keep this short, sweet, and simple. And you know what? I think I'm going to get more hate mail for this than for Fahrenheit 9/11. Passion of the Christ. Are you saying you don't love Jesus? I didn't say that at all.
Hey guys, it's Goku5. Real quick, I have an announcement to make. I am officially taking Passion of the Christ off my list of overrated movies, and I'm just simply keeping it as an honorable mention. And here's why. Ever since, well, when I filmed this, the very day I filmed this, or I should say 2 hours after I filmed that, my car broke down. And I don't mean like it just has sputtered. I mean it needed $800 in repair. Then, the day I started editing this, at my job, the back dishwasher flooded, and we had to clean all kinds of crap. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm just a teensy-weensy bit superstitious. I follow horoscopes and whatnot. So, I don't know if somebody's trying to tell me something. So, I've just had a really bad month. So, I'm gonna take it off. Well, let's just get this straight. I qualified it as overrated not because it was a bad movie. Another reason why I'm taking it off the list is because I watched it again, just to make sure. And yeah, I guess it was better than I remembered. I was going to show clips or Carlos Mencius, and whatnot. So instead, I'll just get to the punchline, the big joke I was going to show anyway.
Now, am I going to heaven? I got a stack of hentai books this high, so I'm not in very good shape right now. So anyway, hold on just a minute, I gotta take this call. Hello?
Listen to my logic.
Oh, it's Mel Gibson. He's not happy I put Passion of the Christ on my overrated list. But Mel, hey Mel.
Don't hang up on me. I have plenty of energy to drive over there.
No, I'm not saying it was a terrible movie. I just said you missed the point. I mean, all you showed was the crucifixion and the suffering of Jesus. No wonder people left that theater wanting to beat up Jewish people because you didn't show the resurrection part very well. This movie has a happy ending. You didn't show the happy ending.
So just listen to me. Listen to my logic. Listen to what you do to me.
I'm gonna let it
We agreed nothing. You agreed. You did.
So yeah, yeah, it was violent. Yeah, I will say this. Does it give a whole new aspect of the crucifixion I didn't notice before? Yeah, but it missed the point because it didn't show the resurrection part. Hello? Okay, here's why I gotta talk about Passion of the Christ here. So in the 90s, the religious right was all about, no, R-rated movies. R-rated movies are destroying the family. Then in 2004, Passion of the Christ comes out. It's one of the most violent movies ever made. And, oh, everybody should see this movie. Bring the kids along. I remember there was a church that said, we're playing Passion of the Christ, uncut, unedited. And I'm not making this up. Beneath it said, bring the kids. What about all those years in the 90s I was told that it was a sin to see an R-rated movie and it was not good for family values to see R-rated movies and whatnot. And let's not forget that anime itself has been affected by this. I told you, the far right and the far left actually agree on something. They love to censor stuff. The far left loves to censor too much violence and whatnot. The far right likes to censor stuff that's too sexy or too sexist or too much nudity and so on. Okay, I'm sorry I'm taking way so long with this top 12 overrated movie list, so I promise from this point on I'm going to speed things along. Before I continue, I had to throw this in. 8.5. All Penguin movies. If there was an animal of the decade, hands down it was the penguin. The penguin.
Look at what we got here. That silly penguin is back again. No, Mr. Madison, there's no penguin. You got too much sun today. There's no penguin. It's too damn hot for a penguin to be just walking around here.
What was up with penguin movies in the 2000s? From Happy Feet to Madagascar to Surf's Up, dude, to this movie to that movie. What? I don't get it. Oh, and let's not forget about March of the Penguins. You know what's really be kicking themselves in the teeth right now? It must be the Discovery Channel. They must have said to themselves, man, we missed out. All these times we had documentaries and we should have released them in theaters. The only reason why that movie was really good was because Morgan Freeman was voice acting it. I'm Morgan Freeman, and these are penguins. These are penguins, they are black, and they are white, and they are togetherness. It is beautiful, and makes me want to cry. I'm Morgan Freeman. And I do remember my good friend Andy. And Andy, he was a good friend, and he escaped from Shawshank. Okay, number 8. This is my nephew's favorite movie of all time. This is my nephew's favorite movie, so what's he gonna do? He's 3. Is he gonna kick my ass? Again? I had to put a Pixar movie on here, sorry. So, number 8 is Cars. Now, Pixar, the one thing they've always been good at is they've always been really good about having stuff for the adults and stuff for the kids. This is a rare case, this is almost all for the kids. Unless you're into NASCAR, and you should have seen the people at the theater like, hey, we got ourselves a NASCAR Disney movie. I didn't like this movie. I'm sorry, I don't find NASCAR all that funny, and I'm white. Well, what's the point? Oh, here they come around again. Here they come for another left turn. Here they come for another left turn. We're going to go to commercial break, but don't you worry, you're not going to miss an effing thing. Anyway, so why didn't I like Cars? To me, it was mostly a kids movie. And by the way, I couldn't help this. There's cars everywhere. They have a conscience, yet where the hell are the people? Where are the people? Come on. I'm sorry, it just bugged me. I didn't find Cars that funny. And even it has Larry the Cable Guy in it. And everybody's like, ooh, Larry the Cable Guy's in it. And I actually like his stand-up quite a bit, but I didn't think it was funny. I mean, he did all these stupid fart jokes with the truck, and it was funny for the 5-year-olds. They were laughing, but not me. I don't feel Pixar did a good job catering to the adults, unless you're a NASCAR fan. Okay, number 7 solely goes, not to me, I will not be criticizing this movie. I will have Warknit do this movie. Warknit is going to do number 7 for what he thinks is the most overrated movie, and I agree.
And now, here is your Tsunami host. We shall now transfer transmission on over to Warknet, coming to us live from New Orleans.
Hello everybody, I'm Warknit, and I'm here to talk about an overhyped movie. Now, some people may think that this movie's good, some people may think the same way I do, but all in all, it's not a horrible movie. The overhyped movie I'm talking about is Superbad. Now, before I start talking about the bad side of it, well, the overhyped side of it in my opinion, let's just talk about the good stuff. I mean, like I said, it's not a bad movie at all. No, it's not bad. It's funny. It's funny, you know. It's done a lot of good things for some actors. I mean, that skinny dude that played that one guy, not the McLovin character. I forget his name, but he's in so many movies now. He was in Youth and Revolt. He was the main character of Youth and Revolt. I don't know the actor's name. I'm sorry, but you know. Another good part of the movie is it's, like I said, it's not a bad movie. I mean, there's so many other bad movies I could talk about, and Superbad wouldn't be one of them. Okay, so let me just say why this is overhyped, this is pretty much the bad side of it. It's overhyped because people say that this is one of the funniest movies in years, and I have to disagree with that. I mean, there's much funnier movies out there. People might think this is an overhyped movie, but I think Pineapple Express was a very funny movie that was released in recent years. The Hangover, of course. I mean, come on. And people compare Superbad to those movies when it shouldn't even be that way. All it is dry sex humor through the whole thing. And to me, there's so many movies with dry sex humor in it, the whole movie, just like this movie, that it's just one of those, you know? It's just another part of the crowd. Now, if you're going to make a hype movie, if a movie's going to be hyped, it has to be out of the norm. Like Star Wars. That's a very hyped movie because it is out of the norm. When it came out, nothing was like that. Nothing. Nothing at all. And another one, like Alien. Sure, it was in space like Star Wars, but instead of the killer, also the setting's in space, so you got a horror movie in space, plus it's sci-fi because the killer is an alien. So, it's unique, which it should be hyped. But, you know, since they're hyped down the line, they're bound to bomb. Like, some people say that Star Wars Episode 1 was a bad movie, which I liked it, but most of the Star Wars fans don't like that movie. Well, that's because it's overhyped. That movie was overhyped because Star Wars is a hyped series. It was a good series, but that movie was overhyped because it had the name Star Wars in it. Superbad is not a movie that is overhyped because of the name. It is overhyped because so many people talk about it in the right way, when in my case, I think it's wrong. But the worst thing I have to deal about with this movie is the McLovin jokes and all the McLovin shit. I mean, sorry about the shit. Pardon my French. But, come on. Come on. I mean, it gets old after a while. Sure, it was funny the first time, but then everybody starts calling themselves McLovin, getting the McLovin t-shirts, getting the freaking fake ID that says McLovin on it. It's freaking insane. I mean, it's not even that funny when you see it the first time. I chuckled a little, sure, but it's not that funny, people. Come on, it's been years since that movie came out and people still call themselves McLovin. That's the biggest problem I have. That damn name. It's like saying, oh, McLovin, huh? Why don't I call myself, like, I don't know, Big Boob Chesty? Something like that. Big Dong McGee. Think of a name. Think of like a freaking, sounds like a porn name. Long John Silver. That's pretty damn funny. Could have put that on the ID. That would have worked. Jeez. But all in all, like I said, not a bad movie, just overhyped in my opinion. Just overhyped. I just gotta say it. I'm Warknit and I'm out. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Warknit. I quite agree. I mean, the film had nothing but dry humor. If I hear about that stupid fake ID scene one more time, I'm not even kidding. They make t-shirts out of that stupid fake ID scene. Oh, did you see that fake ID scene? Oh, did you see that fake ID scene? So, that's been done a bunch of times in other movies. Why was this one so special? Okay, I'll admit, the one funny line in the whole damn movie was when the cop said, oh, so it says you're an organ donor. That's women, right? Yeah, after they break your heart, they want to just steal your heart and donate to charity and whatnot. I agree, especially now that my girlfriend broke up with me. So yeah, number 7 is Superbad. Sorry. Real quick while we still got time, 6.5. I had to put this on the list. Little Miss Sunshine. The critics wouldn't stop going on it. It got a bunch of Golden Globe awards, got all these awards. Oh, could the F-bomb have ever been more present? Look, I'm not stupid, critics. I know why you love this movie so much. You love this movie so much because it reminds you of your hippie days. Dude, they got the Volkswagen. That takes me back, man. I mean, come on. I didn't think this film was, it was real artsy and fartsy made. And here's what's sick. The last part of the movie, they have this little girl at her pageant do a striptease. Who wrote this? Nambla?